If you got a Jeep JL like this one behind us, we already know you like to upgrade to all sorts of different aftermarket lighting, like an all-new side marker from Morimoto. Behind me, you'll notice this little black plastic panel is hideous. It's the last thing you want, and there's no LED lights in it at all. This Morimoto side marker lights up amber. I'm going to show you guys how to install it and what it looks like compared to stock. So grab your pry tool, reach into the side here, and pull it away. You're gonna have 3 clips you gotta remove it from. You'll hear it 3, and now you can pull it away. So this is removed, but again, this doesn't have any power to it. That means that we are gonna have to run some extra wiring. To do that, we are gonna remove this inner fender liner here. So follow me down to the fender well. Now there is a variety of different push tabs all alongside here. We're gonna remove all of those so we can lower the fender liner a little bit. That way we can run the wiring from here to the connector. We're essentially tapping into the parking lights that are right here on your original fender. So let's get started. Now your fender well might have some different hardware. This one now has 3 10mm bolts in here I'm gonna remove. Some of them also have these different clips here, and it's a little bit more difficult to lower this fender liner. So just keep that in mind. Now your hardware is going to look maybe a little bit different in here. In an install guide in Morimoto, I saw that their fender flare did not have these rivets on it. It's gonna be a little bit trickier for the cameras to see, but trust me, you don't need to drill out all of these rivets and then pull the whole liner down. You sure can, it's gonna make things a little bit easier, but you just don't have to. If you reach out from the front of this fender liner and you pull it this way and then down, it'll make it much easier to remove it. There you are, that's about all you need. Now before you officially put this on the side of your vehicle, you do want to wipe down this surface. As you can see here, there's a lot of dirt. So get a rag with some isopropyl alcohol on it or something of that sort and give it a good wipe down. On the back side of here, there is some 3M tape. We're just going to remove it and then stick it on. But before we do that, let's go run some wires. There is a hole on the bottom. Put it through the bottom side of the hole. That is the same thing on each side. It's just going to be easier to run this to the fender well. We'll connect those in just a second, but you can fully mount your side marker now. And carefully push it on. Man, that looks super good compared to before. I don't know why Jeep would just leave a black plastic panel over here, but this looks so much better than it did. Now let's go connect your wires over here. Don't mind this wiring. This is actually a profile rock light kit that he's got on this vehicle. Just disregard that. If you look back in here, you'll see the connector. I'm gonna disconnect that connector and then connect the wiring to the parking light wires. You are gonna need to release this red tab here in order to disconnect this whole connector. So if you need to, use a pry tool or a pick and pull this tab back, just like that. Now you can unplug it. Now fish for the black and red wires that you ran through there and pull it out for now, just like this. Thankfully, included in the kit with the side markers is some waterproof T-taps. The wires we're gonna tap into is the black wire here on the bottom, and then in the middle you're gonna notice a white and brown wire. The red wire is gonna go to the white and brown wire, and the black wire is gonna go to the black wire here. Morimoto gives you plenty of red and black wire, so I'm just gonna cut back a little bit. So let's start with the black wire. You're going to take the T-tap, the one with a single end here, push it through the hole, and then press it down with the pliers. Do the same thing with the red wire. Put it through the T-tap. You see on this end, the wiring is going to run this way. Just put it over that wiring on the connector and squeeze it down. Be sure to use the pliers to tighten it down. It should look just like this. Now put the black to the black wire. And just like that, you're done. Go push this connector back in. Make sure you push this red tab down as well to lock it in place. Now don't forget those 10mm bolts and some push tabs. Put those fender liners back in and you are done. That is all it takes to upgrade the side markers. You now have light on your side markers, and when you're going down the trails, it's gonna be much more easier to spot. If you want to see what else we have tested for your guys' Jeeps, go to headlightrevolution.com. We have tested tons of different 7-inch round headlights for your Jeep as well. Just type in your year, make, and model and you'll see everything there at our website.